This is Orlando Sentinel Now.
Hello and welcome. It's Thursday, July 29th, and this is Orlando Sentinel Now. I'm your host, Joe Mario Pedersen, and joining me today, I have reporters Leslie Postal, Martin Comas, and Patrick Connolly. Thank you all so much for being here. We got a lot to jump into, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting with some breaking news from Wednesday night, we've learned that Orange County has returned to a state of emergency. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings signed the state of emergency into effect on Wednesday, citing skyrocketing cases of COVID-19 case totals. Now, I believe we have audio of the mayor talking about what this order will consist of. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that right now.
I will now urge our residents and visitors, vaccinated and unvaccinated, to wear masks when in an indoor space with others. We want our residents, businesses, and visitors to follow the updated CDC guidelines to make sure there won't be another shutdown like we experienced last year. In addition, I have issued an internal order requiring Orange County employees to be fully vaccinated by the end of September. I'm asking other businesses to follow our lead. We are therefore pleading that businesses and other public sector employers mandate that your employees get vaccinated and patrons and employees alike wear masks.
All right, Leslie, I want to move over to you now. After hearing from the mayor and what this order consists of as far as county employees wearing masks in county facilities, wondering how this is expected to affect Orange County public schools. Do we know yet?
Well, not totally, but the school district did send out a message to parents and staff last night after the mayor's press conference saying administrators strongly recommend that everybody wear masks while on campus. That includes the Meet the Teacher events that start next week. So strongly recommending is what they're saying at this point about that.
What about parents? Do we know what they want in or what they want to see of the county?
Really, like the rest of the state, there is a great division. There are parents who have been pleading with the school district to require masks, at least for younger children who cannot be vaccinated against COVID-19 at this point. And there are parents who were thrilled that the masks were deemed to be optional this year and do not want to see that change, and they don't want their child wearing a mask, and they think it should be a personal choice. So there's really stark divisions about that, and people very firm in their beliefs on either side, I'd say.
More details on that story, but Leslie, I do want to shift the conversation now over to Seminole County, the school board, which just rejected a request to have masks on campus as a mandate. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, I mean, Seminole, like Orange, like all the other districts in Central Florida, had decided earlier this summer that masks would be optional for the coming school year. Of course, that was at a time when cases seemed to be, dropping, and there was more hope that vaccination rates would be up. But masks are to be optional in Seminole Public Schools, and it did come up at the board meeting Tuesday. One board member said she really thought they should be mandatory for younger children who cannot be vaccinated. She got support from one other board member, but three, so a majority, said no, they just want to keep it up to the parents. So, right, they took a vote, and that's it. Masks will not be required in Seminole schools, at least at this point. I mean, I would say that both boards can still have some wiggle room to make a change if things continue to get worse. But at this point, that's what they are. I'd say Orange is more likely to make a change, since already several board members said they were really thinking about maybe masks should be required for younger children. But neither has taken action at this point.
There's more details on Orange County and Seminole County public schools available right now at orlandosentinel.com. So if you're looking for more details, be sure to take a look at Leslie's work there. However, I do want to shift the conversation just a little bit now over to Martin, keeping the focus on Seminole County. Seminole County is moving forward with the purchase of 2 golf courses, which is some good news for those who are worried that that land might see pavement or rooftops developed on top of it. Martin, can you tell us more?
Sure. Like you said, it is really good news for these residents of not just the Deer Run community, which is a neighborhood of about 3,000 homes or so near Castleberry, but also the residents and homeowners of the Wekiva community, which is near the Wekiva Springs State Park. Both of these communities have long had golf courses in the center of their neighborhood. And the Deer Run Golf Course closed back about, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, 2019. And since then, the residents of Deer Run have been very worried that they would lose that open space, those big views of, you look out your back window and see not just a golf course, but also just a big grassy area. And same thing with Wekiva. The Wekiva golf course is still functioning. It is functioning as a profit. However, the owner of both courses has approached the county and said, we're willing to sell you these two golf courses as a package deal, not individually. So on Tuesday, the county commissioner said, we want to move forward with this purchase. It's not just a good thing, a good news for the community. It not only would benefit these two communities, but it would also benefit the environment, especially Wekiva, because Wekiva is just a mile south of the Wekiva River. And if, according to the county staff, if you were to put in homes, parking lots, roads, it would basically lead to a lot of pollutants flowing into that really pristine river.
Wow, certainly that seems like a huge win for county residents. If you're all looking for more information, be sure to take a look at Martin's story online right now. Martin, thank you.
Thank you.
Patrick, I want to come to you now for our last story here. Mecum Auctions is coming to Orlando with a huge collection. Can you tell us more about the story?
Sure. So Mecum is here for a summer special event in Orlando. Now, each year, Mecum Auctions comes to Kissimmee with about 3,000 cars, and that represents their largest auction. But they have events in other cities from Las Vegas to Indianapolis. And so this is the second time they've held a summer special event in Central Florida. Last year, it was at Osceola Heritage Park. This time, it's at Orange County Convention Center. So they have about 1,100 cars. The auction kicked off yesterday on Wednesday, and it goes on through Saturday. But for people there, I mean, you don't have to sign up to bid. You can just visit and look at the cars. Or for starting at $200, you can actually register to bid and potentially own one of those classic collector cars. But as you walk around, you'll see anything from, plenty of classic Corvettes, Camaros, Challengers, and then, Land Cruisers, Land Rovers, mostly cars that are, from the last, previous decades. Some newer cars, though. You'll find some newer Corvettes. I think I saw a McLaren there yesterday. So there's really a lot to see, and it's pretty cool that you can look at all these cars. And there was an old Ford pickup truck that rolled across the auction block for like $7,000 yesterday. And now that's not pocket change for most people, but some of these cars are actually kind of affordable for someone who has a little bit of money to spare and wants to own a cool vintage car.
It's pretty awesome. Now, for anyone who is interested in going, what are the hours in which people can visit?
So each day, the gates open at 8 a.m., and I believe for the next couple of days, the auctions will begin at 10 a.m., and they'll go on throughout most of the day until all the lots from that particular day are sold. If you want to see the cars that you might be able to see there or potentially bid on, they're all on mecum.com, and you can view lots by day, so you'll see what's up for auction on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They also have a small handful of motorcycles and road art up for auction as well. Tickets are now the auction has started, they are $30 online and at the gate. Or if you want to register to bid, $200 or $500 for the gold level, which gets you access to all the Mecum auctions within a year. I should mention too that it's definitely worth going to the auction if you're in Central Florida. But, especially as people are masking up again and exercising more caution, there are telephone and online bidding options available as well. So you don't have to be present at the auction to actually own one of these cars.
Well, there you go. Be sure to take a look at Patrick's story online right now. If you're interested in going, be sure to get caught up on all the details. All right, now before we leave you today, we do want to talk about Thursday's weather presented by Premier Sotheby's International Realty. Orlando is going to be hot Thursday, no way around that. Before the afternoon showers, the high is expected to be about 88 degrees. However, the humidity With the heat index value, it may feel like anywhere between 101 and 106 out there, according to the National Weather Service. The low is expected to be 78 once those thunderstorms roll in from the coast. 60% chance of those later today. Showers and thunderstorms are predicted through the weekend, but the odds remain low in thanks to some dry air that'll be pumping in to the Orlando area. But for more information, be sure to take a look online, where, of course, you can find more information on all the stories that we discuss here on OSN. But for those of you who are subscribed to the Orlando Sentinel, thank you so much for supporting our work and supporting local journalism. If you want to become a subscriber, it's easy to do so. All you need to do is visit orlandosentinel.com/subscribe. But as for OSN, that is our show here for today. A big thank you to Leslie, to Martin, and to Patrick for keeping us informed in what's going on in our community. We'll be back again with more news tomorrow at noon. We'll see you then. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Watch Orlando Sentinel Now live every weekday at noon on our Facebook page and on orlandosentinel.com.